Hello. What's up, everybody? Oh man, Twitter error again. It didn't go out. So frustrating. Periscope, you need to get that fixed. Yes, what's up? Hey, Shade. Yeah, I'm not good at pronouncing names, so we're gonna. Hey, Blake Croft in the house. Blake Croft, I was just talking about you. I don't know who won Sad Singing Sundays, but I participated. Chris Strubb in the house. What's up, Chris Strubb? How's it going, Miss Marcus? Belingo, how's it going? Hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm doing a 30 days of scope too. Awesome, yes. So I am participating in Savvy Sexy Social Veda, which is vlog every day in April. I failed to do this or complete this task in August, where I believe I made it about 20 days or 18 days. Shade, like this thing. I gotcha. There you go. We're good. But yeah, so you vlog every day. It's really about consistency. So actually, day one, I talked about consistency. Yesterday, I actually did a Snapchat takeover of my buddy Chris Strubb's Snapchat account, and he's in here right now. There he is. He just shared it to. So that was my content for yesterday, and I'm posting that up on YouTube today. So day three. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cover a topic or a conversation. Epic, great takeover. Thank you, Blake. Coming from you, that means a lot. It was a lot of fun. Chris Strubb did an amazing job on my account as well. So I was honored that he took my audience and community and provided them such awesome value. But so yeah, I did. I talked about the importance of consistency on day one. Yesterday I took over Snapchat, and today I'm just talking about creation. And I think today, the idea is quick through that Olo clip. I don't know where my Olo clip went. My Olo clip was here a second ago. Oh, here it is. Look, see, I'm used to having mine on. So here, let's. Whoa, see, there we go. Now we're Olo clipping it up, which is what I prefer anyhow. I don't know why I didn't have mine on. But creation's an interesting thing, because I don't know if a lot of people realize this or know this, but I was blogging for the company I was working for back in 2006. And the vice president of marketing came down and told me that they appreciated my effort and they appreciated that I was contributing to the company blog, but that nobody wanted to hear somebody write like they talk or blog with such sporadic random topics and things that were going on. And that was me, that they were telling me that they didn't want me to blog for their company. And so that was 2006, and it probably took me until probably 2012, 2013 before I kind of gained confidence back into actually blogging. But I think we're living in a different time today, and I was curious for those that are tuning in, if you had to pick one creation technique or one creation vehicle for how you love to create content, what is your favorite way of creating content? Is it video? Is it audio? Is it blogging? Is it guest blogging? Is it interviewing? Is it interviewing others? Is it, maybe even monologue conversation? Is it keynote speaking? So we have video. We have Ask Marcus says writing. Instagram. So is Instagram picture taking, I'm guessing? Video. We have video. Snapchat is the ultimate Frankenstein. I agree, Chris Strubb. And I think that's the reason I have so much fun on Snapchat, is I believe it empowers the creator to leverage whichever they feel they're best at, or leverage multiple different creation techniques. I do like in person. Oh, very nice. You're a good writer, Andy. Andy Proctor, but live video helps me get it out faster. I agree with that. Told a story on Snapchat without saying a word. You can manipulate it any way you want. That's very true. But I actually think finding your home, finding what is best for you. And thank you guys for swiping and sharing to your followers. I see a bunch coming here on my iPad. I'm going to share it out there. So I saw Marcus shared it out to Twitter. Stephanie shared it out to Twitter. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to retweet that real quick. Chris Strubb shared it out to Twitter. Thank you guys for sharing this. But, I think finding your... I always tell people the most important thing you can do is figure out your own story, understanding your story, and knowing how to tell your story. But I also think it comes down to, where are you most comfortable telling your story, and how are you most comfortable telling your story? Because let's face it, the more variables we put in place, the more chances we have of not doing something. And what I mean by that is when we talk about trying to do a perfect live stream, the reason I say perfect live streams suck is because there's no such thing as perfect. And if you're trying to be perfect, there are so many things that you're gonna use as an excuse. Oh, that lighting wasn't right. Oh my goodness, my shirt doesn't cover my tattoos. Oh my goodness, I have hat hair. Maybe it's too late at night. Maybe it's too early in the morning. Maybe it's, I think the different things that we put in place, the different variables, the different barriers to delivering content, I believe the more variables we put in place, it actually ends up being our crutch. It ends up being, not only excuses, but it's something that we sometimes subconsciously don't realize it. But I think the interesting thing that happens is that when you find your home for creation, when you find your preferred vehicle for how you love to tell your story or share your content or amplify others, once you find that niche, find what you love, I think all of a sudden people start to resonate with you. People start to tell you things and you're like, wait a second, I've been blogging about that. I've been podcasting about that. And the reason I say that is, I'm someone that I like to be a little bit of everywhere and anywhere. What's up, Chris Joe? What's up, Sarah Moore? Thank you guys for jumping in. I try to be a little bit of everywhere and anywhere, but I'm amazed how many people have found me on Snapchat and have given me such amazing feedback and telling me how interesting or how compelling a story is. And I really don't feel it's much different than what I've told on Twitter or my blog. But I do take a different approach to it. And I do believe part of that creation process for me is I really do love and embrace the storytelling aspect and the ability to leverage limitations. And I'm not a drawer. I'm not a musician. I sure as hell can't sing. If you guys saw my Snapchat today, I attempted to sing a Dave Matthews Band song. It was not very good, to say the least. But I think part of what I love about creation is that once you figure out or find what you love, the barriers to entry, the idea that you put all these variables in place, all of a sudden you stop putting them in place. And people think, well, it's because I'm doing it on audio. No, it's because you found a place to create what you prefer. And I think that's what we have the ability to do that today. So I don't care if you're audio, get on Anchor or get on a podcast. You talk fast, tweet fast where no one can keep up with your pace. Snap bridges those gaps. That's true. You can hit replay on Snapchat. You might have to pay for them sometimes. But I think, actually, how do we empower others? And maybe this is my challenge. Maybe this is my thought from this one is, I love asking someone else the question. How do you love delivering content? Or where is your preferred method of delivering content? Because who says that you have to be a great blogger or that you have to write a book that is offline? Why can't you, if you like talking, why can't an audio book be the value that you provide? If you love video, why can't video be your preferred platform? And I think oftentimes we get overwhelmed. Snap has really got me out of your shell. Well, Blake Croft, guys, if you don't follow Blake Croft, I think Blake Croft to me, I think there's so much value to be placed in putting a smile on someone's face and someone being so comfortable at sharing parts of their life and their story on a platform that it is compelling, it's inspiring. And Blake Croft is one of the very best. Today, this morning, one was funny. Harley took over his account, his wife, and then he gave it back to him. And he's like, don't worry, guys, I'm not driving the car. I'm not snapping while I'm driving. And I was smiling and laughing because Blake cares so much about his audience that he had to make sure to caveat that. Because we know better. We know Blake wouldn't have been driving while he was snapping just because we know of Blake's background. But he is exceptional. And I tell you what, I guess that maybe this is my call to action as I kind of wrap up. I'm doing a video blog every single day of this month, and I'm trying to keep them fairly short. But I guess my challenge and my mission, I hope that you guys can take on, is how do you yourself understand and figure out where your preferred creation platform vehicle is? And then how do you help others find it? Sometimes I think we overlook the idea that someone is blogging, someone's tweeting, someone's doing a podcast. I think maybe more often we should probably find ways to tell those people, like, oh man, I read that blog about Facebook ad scaling, but man, when you were a keynote speaker, when you were up on stage and you delivered that fabulous Facebook ad conversation, it really resonated to me. Your home is delivering that to me on stage. Seems like it's just by trying it out. But you know what? I think it's trying it out, but asking for feedback. I think too often we're scared to say, hey guys, what did you like? I mean, I cross-promote. I don't try to share the exact same content. We have to test and measure and see where we are getting great feedback. Yeah, but we have to also ask, but how about this? Why do we put the onus on us asking, or the people that we're watching asking us? Why don't we give more feedback to others? Hey, what's up, Ryan Stenelson? How's it going, my friend? Why don't we start focusing, and when you find somebody that's giving great content, and maybe you've engaged with them on other platforms, I challenge us to let people know, hey, I really love how you create that content. I love your storytelling ability on podcasts. I love how great you are on interviewing other people on Blab. I've just seen where I get the best, and you know what? Maybe it's not where you get the best feedback doesn't mean it's probably the best avenue. It's probably just the audience that's most willing to be vocal, which is something good to understand as well. But I think when we're creating content and we're understanding when we're delivering value, I think we have to take a step back and also understand that sometimes people just assume that you know. And, I've always assumed that I share my human side, my funny side, my silly side, the fact that I'm far from perfect and I enjoy, a laugh, enjoy doing a lot of things. But people that followed me on Blab for almost a year told me they never saw me do anything that wasn't serious and wasn't doing something that wasn't, strategic and business-like. And I was like, what? And then I took a step back and I was like, shit. I've never participated in a Blab that wasn't serious and wasn't me hosting or me being a guest or me, I want to jump on the beer Blab that Jen Holvestead has. And, I think there's something to be said about understanding that feedback and understanding, where you're delivering content, how you're delivering it. But for me, I think finding your place, but also let's do a good job of letting other people know how great they are at creating certain content on certain platforms, because we might assume that they already get that feedback or people are already telling them that, but I would guess more times than not, they are not. So guys, my name is Brian Fanzo, better known as iSocialFans. This is Veda, SSS Veda, which stands for Savvy Sexy Social Video Blog, every day in April. This is day number 3 for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. I'm going to post every one of these to YouTube, so I will actually have 30 days of YouTube content lined up. So my challenge to you on today, I'm going to do a one-word title every single day, because let's face it, I talk a lot. I have really long titles, and I thought, why not do a day 3, or why not do a video blog and challenge myself twofold? And what's up, Andy? How are you? Look at some of my favorite Snapchatters are hanging out here in Periscope. I love seeing that. Dan and Moore, one of the best storytellers there on many platforms there. Live stream it on YouTube, Brian. I don't have live streaming there, Mr. Stenelson. I do have a Samsung S7. I guess I could live stream off of YouTube now. There's really no excuse there. I didn't think about that, but I do have a Samsung S7 now, so I could probably do that. What's up, Dan? So yeah, I guess to recap what I was thinking here is, I think creation and I think creating content is so powerful, but I think before the old days, we were forced to create by the platforms that were only available to us. And I think today, when's Uconnect come out? I don't know. I heard May for Uconnect for YouTube, but I believe right now we have the ability to tell our story and create content in any way we freaking feel like. If you're an artist, leverage Snapchat. If you're a storyteller who doesn't like to be on video, create a podcast. If you don't want to create a podcast because you don't understand how to SEO a podcast or post it up there, get on Anchor. If you are someone that loves video but you hate SEOing and building a YouTube channel, get on live stream. If you understand the value of perfection and jump cuts and putting thumbnails together and SEOing it, create a YouTube channel. But I think we've kind of come into this world of we feel like we have to create the same way that everyone else is doing. And I guess my challenge is, when we start doing what other people want us to do when we're creating content, we put more barriers to entry in place, and therefore more chances for us to make excuses for not creating that content. The reason live stream is as easy as pressing the damn button for me is I have no problem talking, no problem rolling with the punches, and no problem being on video. But you know why it takes me a day to write a blog post? Because I'm not a great blogger. I am not great at some of the things that create a great blogger. But guess what I am great at doing? I am great at delivering great content in writing. I just need help. So I guess for me and my concept here is, Empower yourself. Think about that when you're creating content and own it. Just jump into it. Don't let anybody tell you you have to create content someone else's way. Create content your way. And then I also challenge you to reach out to other people and let them know where your favorite place is that they create content. Because guess what? Some people just will never hear it. That guy Dan Moore right here, this guy Dan Moore, he's an awesome periscoper. He does stuff with GoPro. But I tell you what, every day he grabs his Olo clip on his phone in his bachelor pad in Australia, and he gets on Snapchat and he walks you through his day in life, and you watch the surfers off the coast, and you understand what he's eating, and you know when he's putting his ticket on into an airplane. Dan Moore can tell a story through his voice, through his eyeballs, through his video, but also by delivering content on Snapchat through the limitations that Snapchat empower. And I think Dan has realized that. I don't know how many times people have told Dan that, but I think Dan is one of the great ones to do that. Blake Croft has been able to humanize his story, and he's such an amazing, genuine human, and he does all of that using something like Snapchat. Ryan Stileson using different camera angles, switching, using different technology, using live streaming. I think for us, let's empower each other, let's motivate each other, let's inspire each other to be great creators, and it doesn't have to be in the same place. So guys, thanks for tuning in to my Veda. Thanks for being a part of my community. Truly, it means the world to me. I'll be back every single day this month doing one-word title video blogs, and I'll be uploading these to YouTube. So do me a favor, go create some great content. Cheers, and make it a great day.